The president of IKEA became the prime minister of Sweden. He should have his cabinet by the end of the weekend.
What's up, guys? Mardigrasman23 here, and I am in the light. So I'm Earl. We're on BrickTrains channel. I'm not even going to point because you can read, and I'll point the wrong way. That's Joey over there. Down below is Jabo, a.k.a. BrickTsar, and we are missing Brian, so maybe we'll have a question for him later on.
Yeah, well, I didn't, yeah.
I tell you, he's got our little chat thing going.
Yeah, he does. He really stays on top of that. And right now I've got it so messed up because I tried watching his last video, and I got like 4 or 5 minutes in, and I was like, I don't understand anything of what you're saying.
I did. And I didn't leave a comment on it. I got to go back and comment on it. I was like, why didn't he keep the credit card reader on his?
Right, yeah. See, I think I should have commented too, and I think, well, I did, but I think what he should do with that HMI screen or the touch screen that he's got is set that up at a show for his GBC, and then he could select which channels or which balls that go there. Just have the public pick, blue balls or whatever. Just have to set it up. It'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, a little interactivity, because it's always better to have some interactivity with the people at the show. So I don't know.
In case anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, check out Battery Powered Bricks, Brian, and he did a tutorial on his Lego channel of adapting a touchscreen point-of-sale device to control his DACTA thingies.
Yeah, I got a piece of paper, a pen, so I can write down times, so that I can Brian 231 put in card.
Now, it means he's not going to edit out the.
Vault set. I don't have one in the thing.
I was about to say, you didn't even put one, did you?
No, but I always got something laying around. So a few episodes back, we were talking about a Samsonite set 105. And I said it's those big boxes, right? That Samsonite just dumped a ton of parts in. And I said I didn't have one. So I've been searching for one and on eBay. And these things are going for $300, $400, $500. I'm like, why are these things so crazy expensive? I hadn't bought one yet. It's a good thing.
An opened one is $300.
That's on. Well, they're on eBay. They're crazy.
Oh,
there's one.
You had one the whole time?
Yeah, this is on my shelf behind that green. Not Duplo, but the jumbo bricks. The box you just got, Jumbo. I had one of these sitting right behind it on the shelf.
Does it say 105 on the box?
It does, right there.
Oh, it's really small.
It's really small.
So what is in it that makes it so expensive? Or is it just the box?
I think it's just the box.
There's no unusual base plates or
no printed pieces or anything.
No,
there's probably $30 worth of parts in there.
Oh, here's a broken piece.
Does that even go with it?
I don't think so. No. And it's unusual.
When you're not looking, Dakota just throws stuff in there.
Yeah, there's a gear. So yeah, this is Samsonite. This is close to the end of Samsonite era, and they were liquidating because Lego said we had enough of your silly stuff.
What's the piece count on the box?
Wait, I want to. Okay, get
917.
Yeah, notice what it says there: Lego lowercase ego. Master set, the ultimate in Lego. Wait a minute. Read that again. That last line. I can't see it.
It says Lego Master Set, Imagination Set 5, a creative, exciting, enjoyable building toy. The ultimate in Lego.
All right. So there's so many things wrong with this. First of all, is it set 105 or set 5?
Right. Exactly.
Why is Lego all in lowercase except for the L? And I thought Lego, the word, was an adjective. So why are they ending that sentence in an adjective? clearly that was done by Samsonite and not the Lego group.
Well, yeah,
Absolutely, yeah.
That's why Lego kicked them to the curb, because they couldn't put it in all caps.
The grammar was bad.
I have a feeling that their grammar was the least of the problem.
Yeah. You think
so? No, go ahead.
I was going to say it ties in with something I saw you put in the notes.
Yeah,
the quality.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk about that. So, do you know the story of why those are like that, or the way I understand it? You know, there's no proof of anything.
I don't have a theory. I'm assuming that the molds, the little pieces screw on, and maybe they get loose.
So yeah, well, exactly. So Lego gave Samsonite molds in the beginning. Gave, it may be the wrong term, sold, loaned, rented, whatever. But in a rare move, Lego actually let molds get away from them, and Samsonite had them. And my understanding, when it got later and later, Lego was not giving them any more molds. And instead of Lego fixing or instead of Samsonite making molds or fixing whatever, they drilled the holes out and had pins. And those pins just fit in there, and I guess they were like a friction fit or whatever, and they would turn over time. So you would get the Lego logos that were. So that mold that you have all those bricks from is a worn out mold that Samsonite just kept trying to fix to keep it going.
And they're all different.
Yeah, each pin would have been individually. So I mean, I wonder, are there crooked? There's got to be crooked bricks that are exactly the same, but how many of these molds are there? Are there hundreds of them? I don't know.
Because I'm thinking there's more, and then over time, as they turn, how many variations of this? So I was talking to Sands about this, and I said there's probably, I collect the different colors of 2x4 brick with the Lego logo on them. I don't differentiate between like the Samsonite logo and the more modern Lego logo, but colors is one thing. Then when you start looking at the tubes on the bottom and the changes in those, the numbers that are on the bottom and the changes in those, then these mismolded Samsonite bricks, I estimate that there are thousands, and because you take the variety of colors plus the variety of molds. There's got to be thousands and thousands of different types of bricks. I don't think it. Go ahead.
No, and I think it's random.
Yeah,
I don't know that there would have been any. I'm sure there's a certain amount of consistency with the same mold, but especially with the logos turning, if they clean the mold, let's say once a day or a couple times a week or something, and they got in there and cleaned that off, they could have turned them themselves. Just or the movement of the mold may have turned those all on their own. So yeah, it's crazy. It's unfathomable to think about how many different combinations you could actually have. And it looked to me like the ones you had, that some of them were even deeper. Like you had like a lip around the top.
Yeah.
And some were more proud than the others.
Yeah. Some of the letters weren't as defined.
Right.
Yeah. And those are all ones that Geology Joe had sent me.
Mm-hmm.
I know I got some in my own collection that I hadn't dug out yet, because they're not. In case you're wondering, they're not. I don't think they're rare.
Well, they're some misprints, rare, but nobody cares.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Why would you care? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's. Go ahead.
I was gonna that Samsonite box set you just had. So,
right.
Do you think it was just a random thrown in? Let's throw 900 pieces in the box, and it's different box assortments.
On these, I don't think so. I don't know that every one of them was exactly the same. I think this was a calculated way for Samsonite to get rid of the bricks that they had the most of. Right.
Yeah. So there may be. That's a big box for 900 pieces.
Yeah.
Back from that time.
And I imagine it was the pieces were dumped in there.
Yeah, they weren't stacked, but you had lots of these things in there too.
Yeah.
The box lids that you were talking about in your video the other day, Jabbo, there have been some of those in there.
Yeah.
But later on, they did do a plastic tray, and that was literally a random assortment of parts, but it was more plates and small 1x1 bricks. It wasn't bigger 2x4s and stuff, but those were literally like 1971, 72. And it's just like, okay, what is left in the factory, shovel it into a box, put a Lego box name on it, and throw it out the door. Yeah. Because we're out of business.
So that set doesn't have an inventory because since Bricklink's been around, I guess nobody's had a sealed one to verify.
Be my guess, yeah.
Let me see if it's on Puron.
Yeah, I would...
Nope.
I would bet you'd be hard pressed to find it.
And there's no inventory of it. So the only thing we have is that it says 917 pieces on the box.
Yeah, and let me look. I don't think it gave any kind of...
I wonder if the things that they show built, are there a couple of things that the girl's building on there, or is
it looks like she's building a tower.
Yeah. Who knows what was supposed to go?
Right. I think this one had the gears. I was looking to see if it actually mentioned the gears because not all of them have.
Yeah.
Here's a box. Here's some gears. We have no idea what to do with them, but there's a picture of them.
Right. And these gears were different than the ones that Lego had made similar gears in a similar time frame, but they were not the same. They weren't compatible. They were different. These Samsonite gears were kind of all standalone. They did their own thing. I think that's what really got Samsonite in trouble is they would do the jumbo bricks because Lego did jumbo bricks too. There's a different scale, and there's not as many of them. But they did make 1x1s and 1x2s, a couple different things. But I don't know if they ever released them in any sets. They made them. You find them on Bricklink, but they're not the same scale. I think
it's funny. I didn't find those until a few years ago. Yeah, they're not in any sets.
I think they're also bigger than Duplo, but they're compatible with Duplo.
No.
You don't think they? I don't have any, so I can't.
I have. Somebody sent me. I think I got a 2x2.
Okay, and it doesn't.
I have to go see.
Okay, I figured with it was being Duplo, I thought they fit, but I don't know.
And Samsonite did continue to make the jumbo bricks after.
Yes.
So they made some.
Well, that was theirs. They made it and put the Lego logo on it, right? That was their molds. That was their product. And you're right. After I have a 1972 or 3 Samsonite catalog that has toys and suitcases and everything else in it, and it has those jumbo bricks in it still, but it doesn't have any Lego. But they're all green too. Green and something else. There's another color.
Yeah.
So. Interesting.
So could that be the theme of the week? Is Samsonite? Is that a theme?
It is. It's a theme, all right. Let me see. Browse by theme.
It's the theme of all themes. That's the one that's impossible to ever be complete because you'll never know if you're complete.
That is...
I mean, you can have the set, but you don't know if that set's complete.
Right.
And then there's some really oddball things that...
okay, I got it.
Very hard to find.
Well, they made some... Here, you want me to share this and present... Since I've had to reinstall Windows on my computer, everything is stinking moved around.
Watch Battery Powered Bricks tutorial on how to install something multiple times and it's not working. I felt like I was at work.
I need to ask you what he used to image his window, his Windows, because I want to upgrade my drive, and I'm gonna have to get an image of it. So, because I don't want to reinstall like he did. Yeah, these like promotional sets from Samsonite and Kraft.
I really wanted. I still need to get these instructions for those. The ones that you piece together are the number 2, number 1 set, and the number 3 Kraft set. Yeah. mean, there's most of those are easy enough to build, right?
Yes. Yeah, I built some. Yes. But there's no.
I'm talking about the other one, the mini wheel ones.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's confusing when they have the same number for sets.
Yeah. Yeah, Samsonite. Yeah, everybody kids Lego about number 700, but I don't know how many set ones Lego has or Samsonite had.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
It's the first set ever made.
So you don't have any of these instructions?
I think I got one of them. May have one of them. I don't know which one I have. Those look like they were from Joey's basement.
Those very much so look like they're from Joey's basement. Oh, I wonder what that red little stripe there means. Yeah. I was going to say, I'll look and see how many of those I have, because I think I have a couple extra. Did you get that base plate?
No. So when we filmed the last video, I had a bid on for 2 of the base plates, and somebody outbid me at the last. There were only 4 bids total. Oh, and one of them was mine. I think the other 3 were probably the one other person. And I think I only bid like $52 or $51. I should have just bid 100 and something, because they go for 50. One of them had a corner missing, like 3 or 4 studs missing on one corner. The other one was good, and plus there was a 50 by 50 gray base plate in there. And so, yeah, I missed the opportunity. I want to have 3. I have 2, but I want to have 3 so I can have the 2 sets and then the 1 standalone.
Didn't they show, or was that just on that previous page? Didn't they show somewhere in one of the catalogs or something using 4 of those to make something?
Oh, it might be, yeah.
Maybe there's a little set or something. I don't, yeah. But it would make all 4 of them come together and make like a little shape. Mm-hmm. There's the jumbo bricks. That's the box you just got.
Right? Yeah. 44. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Cool. This is the old pick-a-brick wall right here. These little boxes. Yeah. How long do you think those tabs last, Earl?
Did they really hang things?
That was the purpose of them. Half of them would those little thin cordboards would break while you're putting them on the peg.
I would imagine
while you're putting them on the pegs, half of them would break off.
Yeah. And see, now this is starting to happen in brick set. There's nothing wrong with it. This is a Samsonite set. This is actually a Canadian set. You can see by the language. So
is it a different number than?
Well, I don't think there was so that was 1976. So that was 4 years after Samsonite in the United States quit or got quit, made to quit. They got quit. But there's a whole nother section of Canadian Samsonite. And they're starting. I don't have access to a lot of that stuff, so I didn't put it on brick set. But there's a lot of it, and it's starting to show up, which is good. Which means I don't have this set.
I was about to say, which is good. You can put more yellow on your screen.
Yeah. let me redo this by year released. We'll go back to see the very beginning stuff.
Parts boxes,
deluxe. Oh, look, I need one there. Named beams.
I did something, Dabo. I just ordered something. I just beat you to it. I ordered something on the podcast.
Oh
no! Right now?
Yeah, first time for everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what made me think of it. Actually, now that we've all done it, we can mention it. I forgot to when I got home from work today. You sent that book. Forgot to pre-order it, so I just pre-ordered it. So now that all 3 of us have pre-ordered it, we can discuss it.
The new space book?
Yeah.
Amazon. Is that an Amazon exclusive?
I don't know. I didn't read anything about it. I just trusted Jabo.
It's just one of the most expensive books I've ever bought.
Me too. I usually don't buy
$50 for.
Oh, I just got a deal then. I got mine for $37.
Are you serious?
It's 26% off. It was $40.
What? I pre-ordered it.
I did too. I'm glad I waited. It says my 26% off. You can't see my phone. I don't know why I do that all the time.
Well, dag nabbit.
I'd go and look at it, but I'm on that screen. Man, that. Yeah.
I didn't even read to see. I didn't even look at it to see if it says hardcover. It could be like a children's book that's that thick.
It said okay. So it's made by Dark Horse, which was primarily a comic book company, and most of I haven't collected comic books in 30 years almost, but Dark Horse was known for high quality stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I imagine their quality is. I just when I saw Dark Horse, I said, I bet you it's going to be high quality. It's not. Normally when we buy Lego books, they're made by DK Books.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Something like that. But I think that's why it's $50 and not 30 or something. Well, I'll take it back. He got it for
30. So this was not an official Lego licensed book, then, right? Or not? Or do we know?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Be the power of Jabbo. He just said, "Go buy this book," and we all just went and did it.
Well, we did.
Wait, did I really say go buy it? What did I do?
Well, you just posted. Look at this.
You sent us the link.
I'm trying to figure. I gotta give credit to who sent me the link. Hold on a minute. Who sent me the link?
Yeah, it's showing it's $37 right now.
All right, this is Automatic Comics, which I think is High Tea Toys' husband. He's the one that sent me the link.
Well, it also says Lego is author.
And I bet you he knows about it because of comics.
Yeah. But it does have the Lego logo on it, so I'm guessing Lego had something to do with it.
They had to at least authorize it.
I had to leave, yeah. Well,
if you got the logo on there, they got to get permission.
Yeah. So October 19th, we should all be getting that.
Lego, did you show it? No,
I did not show it because it's in the middle
Lego
of my
Space.
time.
Just look on Lego Space book, 1978 to 1992 on Amazon.
I think I can present this without sharing too much of my screen. Ta-da! Yeah, there it is. It looks interesting. Looks interesting.
What if it's just a poster?
That's what if it's just like you said, it's like a graphic novel.
Oh,
it's only about.
Well, that'd be interesting, but it's not what we.
pictures.
Right? Yeah. So, did you see the new? Well, it's not new. Somewhere a while ago, Lego Ideas or Lego had people from Lego Ideas build some models, digital models that were based off the Pick-a-Brick, the online Pick-a-Brick. And I guess they released them today or this week or something. And like a whole bunch of the parts are sold out on the Pick-a-Brick, so you can't build them anyway. You can get the instructions, you can download the instructions, but you can't buy the parts. So hang on, let me pull that up.
That's brilliant marketing.
This isn't Pick-a-Brick this isn't in-store Pick-a-Brick builds. This is go online.
I've seen where people do builds at shows where they only build using parts from the Pick-a-Brick wall.
Right.
But this is Pick-a-Brick online, is what you're saying.
That's the way I understand it, yes.
So this is basically Lego Factory without the boxes and instructions.
Without the boxes, yeah. You got no instructions either because you get to download your instructions. So here we are on Pick-a-Brick. It's in beta, so that gives them all the excuses, right? And here's the different sets.
Lego's in beta.
So this is the little billboard. I don't know.
How would you get the pieces if it's Pick-a-Brick? You would go on there and would you order the set, or would you have to go through and order all the pieces?
So let's do one here that I think is interesting. Let's do the little cars. All right. So it's two little cars. We've seen those parts before at the Pick-a-Brick store and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and view pieces in Pick-a-Brick. And you come down here and you can get the instructions. But 41 of the 41 of the unavailable. 41 pieces of the 198 are unavailable.
That makes no sense. To me, it makes no sense. Why would you offer a pick-a-brick set like?
And not have the pieces.
Why wouldn't you just offer the set? What's the purpose of going online and?
Do you realize that either way, it's going to be so labor intensive for them?
Yeah, that was.
I mean, this has got to be a nightmare for their people.
Maybe that's why they out of stocked it.
Yeah,
maybe. And
maybe the guys at the warehouse said, "Wait a minute, guys, hold up, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock."
Gone.
So, and it may very well be they did that because when a lot of times when people buy from Pick-a-Brick, I think I may be wrong, but I think they're buying quantity.
I agree.
Yeah,
and so those are easier for them to pick.
Right.
Was that JB Brick Fanatic?
Might have been. Hang on. That
Josh. He changed his channel to Josh.
Doesn't say who.
It looks
Brick Aquarium.
Yeah.
Looks like him, doesn't it?
Joshua. Yes, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he changed his channel. But what I was going to say is, like, picking quantity is easier than picking 2 and 3 of that. And you can imagine their person, it'll take them forever. Because I just don't think, I mean, I may be wrong. I don't think their Pick-a-Brick picking is as efficient as some Bricklink pickers are.
I think they do it like we do. And yeah, you're right. It's not efficient.
They just dump it. They dump it all in one bag too, which I mean, which saves them some time. They don't like.
Well, you got to figure they probably count quantity by weight.
Yeah, because I've gotten extra pieces. I constantly get extra pieces.
But instead of going to a drawers like this, they probably have a wall of bins.
Oh yeah, they got they just put them on a scale. I wonder if they got a scale that they have in their cart.
Yeah, just bin after bin, and I mean, could you imagine the warehouse to have even with the out of stocks, the parts that they have in stock, how many slots they would have to have?
Yeah. I was thinking there was a picture on BrickTsar of the guy doing it. Let me see if I can find. Oh, it's on.
Oh, while you're looking for that?
See it.
How about that the short you sent with the different basement or where all the Lego sets were? The different wall.
That I don't know where that's at. That was somebody sent that to me on Instagram. They said, "Hey, I wish I knew who now. I knew when they sent it to me. I forgot, but they sent me.
That vault had a window.
Yeah, it's above ground.
So I think that's one of the employee vaults.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for research.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that one's probably more comprehensive than the one they send the fans to.
You would think, yeah. But it may be also more modern stuff too. Maybe only from like the 80s up or something. They may not have, because back in the 50s, 60s. Well, we know we don't have a lot in the 50s and 60s, but 70s and stuff. They may not have been thinking about having enough to cover a Lego house or designer program, because I think originally that was just intended for their Lego designers.
So that vault maybe just been from 90s and up.
I don't know, but I'm just saying it. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe they had that many boxes that they had at this point. We're up to at least 2 or 3 vaults. This makes the third one. We know there's the one that you always see on YouTube, and then they say there's one for the designers that the public doesn't go and see. So is that this one, or is this something different?
I don't know.
And then you got the Lego house that has their history wall, which has not every set, but it has a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do we think about new Trans Black?
Oh, well, so somebody left a comment on my video because I had that train I'm piecing together, and it has the Trans Black window, and they said, "Don't you mean Trans Brown?" Right. Is that what you're talking about?
So there was an email. I thought you guys would all got it. It was from Bricklink. It disappeared. It disappeared. So I don't have it now.
You got an email?
I got an email.
I don't think I did.
Bricklink. Yeah, it disappeared on me. Dang it.
I don't recall getting one.
Well, I'm hoping I didn't get a. Maybe
I didn't get one unless it went to my junk or my spam folder.
Let me look it up. Or maybe it's in Trans Black is in there. Where does Bricklink do their news at? Because they were talking about that Lego is introducing a Trans Black, because they call what we call Trans Black on Bricklink Trans Brown. So now Lego is actually introducing an actual Trans Black. I hope this wasn't an.
So is this going to
got caught in?
So is this going to be a darker shade?
Or now I wish I could find the.
Well, we'll have to wait till we actually see it.
I like talking about things I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
Just to hear.
Let me do a search on transparent black.
Trans Black color change.
Okay, you found it.
It's on the community post. How dare you make me look at forums?
So you did find it on their forums?
Oh, yeah. Forums are good for people to complain.
Trans Black color change.
Which forum?
The first thing we will do is change the name of the current Trans Black. It's under reference catalog.
Okay.
We'll change the current Trans Black color to Trans Brown.
Why?
Oh my god! Wow.
Why would you do that? Why would you change the current color? Why wouldn't you just create a new color?
Because
Lego's going to call it Trans Black.
Right.
So it's like, but Lego calls, they got such stupid names. I don't know if it's a Danish translation thing, but like tan is
nougat.
No,
it's
yellow.
Brick yellow.
Brick yellow, yeah.
Yellow.
So, where do they come up with these colors?
I don't. A lot of them sound like they are. Okay. I finally.
So it's already on there. Trans. So they're just going to have. Oh my god, Trans Brown.
So now, if you look in your inventory, now you have Trans Brown in your inventory.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, trans. So anything that you had that was.
This is as of May. They're not going to do it till May.
But it's already on the inventory.
Is it really?
I'm looking at it. It says Trans Brown. Again, Trans Brown.
Oh, it's on the
Trans Black on the color guide.
Yeah. But your colors.
Element 13, 469 different elements.
Oh my gosh, I have some. 91. I have 8. Yeah, they all just changed. Trans Brown. Nice. So
I think they need to keep that qualifier there, old Trans Black, by it, because it's going to be so confusing.
So now when Jabbo goes looking for those windows for his passive,
Joey's got one. Is that your store?
That's my store.
I need that.
You need that one window?
I need like 4 of them, but
I got one. Yeah. Old Trans Black is now Trans Brown.
Oh,
that's
idiots.
crazy.
So now I have to update my color chart again.
You got to get the get the old P-Touch machine out.
Exactly. Yes.
If you can find it. Okay, so who put this on here? Parts you never sell, parts you never want. What does that mean?
Was that not you, Jabbo?
Oh yeah, that was from last week.
Okay.
I guess we never talked about it.
Well, we talked about selling track, but because we never sell track. But what is the part you never want?
We can't remember what we talked about at the beginning. How are we gonna remember about something from last week?
Well, I mean, I don't want flex track. I don't want quick fire missiles. I never go to a store and buy friction pins.
Yeah.
I don't. I always amazed when people buy friction pins.
That's got to be from. It's got to be
building
from
something.
Yeah, wanted list, and they don't have any inventory of anything of their own. Yeah,
they don't go looking for them.
Yeah.
Well, what about the pick-a-brick cups going away potentially?
I think that's just the plastic. Getting rid of the plastic.
But what's the volume of these?
Well, I did see somebody did a short, and they compared them, and they were pretty close to exactly the same volume.
Okay, as long as the volume doesn't change.
They don't look like it, but they took bricks. It was the same bricks, fit in both. So their volume has to be really close.
I was going to say, if they're not, then they're going to have to adjust their price, and nobody likes adjusting their price because they don't ever adjust down.
No.
Make the box smaller.
And you got to think the box is probably cheaper than the plastic cup.
Oh, I would imagine, yeah, to them to produce. But see, I use them in the store.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I have 100 of them, over 100 of them
already.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like 17.
Every time I go in the store, they tell me, you can, if you bring in your old cups, you get a 50-cent discount. But my cups are full.
Yeah. I can't bring in my cups because I'm competing against you right now.
So yeah.
Oh man.
Can you buy an empty cup? I've never heard of anybody trying to do that.
You can on Bricklink.
Well,
people sell the lids and the cup.
I don't. I've never tried to buy the.
I don't know why you'd buy one.
Well, do they sell them or do they just list them?
I don't think they. I don't know if they sold. I don't know. I'd have to look at sold listings.
Oh, I bought them on there before. On
just
store,
the lid?
Bricklink. Oh, You can buy
I guess if you had one that was cracked, and I guess I could see that.
I bought. Well, that's what all these are. I mean, I did just buy someone because I seen when it was going. I don't get to go to the Lego store often, right? So I can't naturally collect the cups for stuff.
I'm trying to figure out if your little town has a red light.
There's two. What did he do?
You were so far away from everything.
Does he even have a Dollar General? Oh, I had.
As a Dollar General, yes.
So Dollar General got me today. I went in to buy cat food, and
walked by the Lego display.
Walked by the Lego, and they said 20% off. Big sign, 20% off. All sets, 5 to. It said assorted sets, which I should have read the fine print. So it's just big, but it's a big sign. Right there, over it. So I took up 3 of the James Bond cars, and they rang up 20. And of course, I went to the self-checkout, and I was like, oh. And she said, was it under the sign? I said, not this. She said, was it on the end cap? And I said, no, it was on the other section. But that also said 20% off.
Yeah.
But she said, it's not every set. And I'm like, well, it's very deceptive.
Yeah.
It's like a Walmart thing to do.
Yeah.
But again, I was foiled again at buying sets, and it's funny though because there was like 15 people behind me after that. I let it sit there until it actually shut the register off because I wouldn't check out. I did the help, and the other woman was busy helping everybody else, and it just shut the register off.
The other woman? You mean the one person working there?
The one person working there, yes. The other person, I guess, was in the back doing inventory or on their break or something. And by the time there were like 15 people in line, they were all mad at me. I was like, I wasn't paying for them. Out of principle,
Right. Well, I don't blame you. Yeah. It kind of scares me to go into our Dollar General store. It's a little dark, and literally there's like no lights in the store, and it's dirty.
Joey, they just built another one by me. I'm telling you, I used to go 5 minutes, if that, to the corner, the Dollar General. Now there's literally one between me and that corner. So now that I can basically go out of my neighborhood and almost go across the street, and I'm at the new Dollar General.
Oh man,
it's crazy. When they started building that, I was thinking, well, they got to be closing the one on the corner,
right?
Nope.
Yeah. Well, they built it's the same thing around here. They built a bunch, but unfortunately for us, the one that is the closest to us is also one of the worst ones.
Well, they all
in the
get
whole
like
county.
That. Over time, they all get like that.
Yeah. And this one's one of the newest ones, and it's one of the worst ones. I'm waiting for somebody to drive a car through it.
So my wife had surgery, so I for the first weekend, I was trying to only leave her like in 15. You all right? You need anything? All right, I'll be right back. So I went to we went to the dollar store. Then like the next night, I went to the dollar store and I asked the lady. I said, "You're by yourself again?" Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
She must be the only trooper there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Go find a job at Walmart. Step up.
But they did when they opened with a whole box of CMFs, not the 2 series ago. I don't even know what number they're on.
22?
The one with the knight in it and the dragon in it. The lady knight and the dragon, whatever number that was.
Okay. It might have been. It
reminds
23.
me, I don't have the complete set yet of the one with the brown spaceman.
What? I
only bought the 2 boxes and I had 7
those are
figures.
all over Walmart's for $3 a piece.
3?
Yeah, they lowered the price.
Oh, I need to go scan them and see. I just go buy some instead of buying another 6.
Yeah. So what happened there? Why have those gotten? Is it because they're all the same barcode?
Well, I don't know. I haven't done. So when I first saw it, I went in, it was the one that I don't go to that often because it's like 25 minutes away, still closer than yours, Joe. but and the Looney Tunes were on the clearance aisle for $3, and I actually got when I checked out the Spaceman, they were $3. I was like, man. So then mine got a brand new rack pack of them. And they stand $3 too.
Wow!
The one down the street by me, $3 too. My buddy Jason actually wants to join our podcast one week. Okay. He's been going around the last few days and buying them. He's found them $3 at every Walmart he's went to.
Wow.
One Walmart, they sent a picture in our group in Texas. They had a whole end cap of them, and they were $1.50. They said
$1.50.
They lasted like 3 hours.
You got to be able to make more money on Bricklink with that.
Yeah, you could buy them for $3, and worst case, get $4 or $5 a piece out of them. That's like
Lego would be better off selling them on Bricklink.
Yeah, part of Mountain sell them on Bricklink.
So
yeah.
So I think I've got an idea for a new segment.
Perfect.
But if we only do it once, it might not be a segment. So we were trying to figure out a game to do with shorts, right?
Yeah.
But I don't, that never came to fruition. So we need to set up something like this, like one of our podcast deal, and build a set in a bag, but not build it in a bag like a poly bag in a bag. Take the pieces, dump them in a bag like a pillowcase. You can look at the directions, you just can't see the pieces. So you follow what I'm saying? So your hands are in the bag. You can feel the pieces, you can see the instructions, but you can't see what color pieces you're getting, or
it's like a blind build.
Yeah, kind of like a blind build.
I'm okay with that.
That wouldn't be a short.
No, that would be short. Unless Joey edited it that way. But it would take too much effort to make it into it. You could do the short for the advertisement, but
yeah.
It would
would almost be a good thing for a live stream?
Yeah, could be.
We'd have to find a time and a date. I know Jebo loves live streams.
I love commitment.
Well, I will have to say, I am not only am I impressed, but I am honored because you have committed to this for 71 episodes, and that's
it's the only thing. That's like I don't even do my own stuff.
Well, now the T-shirts you did 365 days. That was a big commitment there. That was huge.
So I got to get ready for 2024. So
leap year 366.
Maybe you could wear a different pair of pants in every episode.
Maybe I could wear pants. You don't know. I still, there is actually a video I did that I didn't wear a shirt.
Oh, but you were behind.
But I wasn't on camera.
Yeah. Every once in a while, my wife will see because I will not wear I've not worn my polo shirt. I got a red and a green or gray one. Anyway, I wear like a shirt like this or something. And then my wife she'll see in the video. She said, "What did you have on below that? Were you still in your pajamas when you did that?" Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I should make the video. So I did the video, your terrible video about going to Walmart. And I was wearing a suit and I had my wife say she needed me to go pick up something at Walmart. I said, hold on, let me get dressed. And I changed into pajamas. I said, now I'm ready to go to the Walmart. I should make a short like that.
Yeah, that would be a good short. That'd be a good short. You can do it. You can do it on Tuesday when you get home. When you're actually getting out of your, you're actually taking your suit off.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
So, did we get a new X-wing? Did we need a new X-wing? No, maybe. We got a new X-wing.
It's a UCS, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, didn't we already have a UCS X-wing?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, you guys have traded UCS X-wing.
Yeah, that was the first one, and then there was the Red 5, and I just, I collect X-wings, so I got that going for me.
Right.
But as with other things, Lego's always finding new ways of me to not be a completionist.
This one's going to depend on the price, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's almost like they've kind of taken a step back. They are going for, this a little bit smaller UCS sets with a little bit smaller price tag.
That's what I was looking at. Like, I think this one's smaller.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Just like the land speeder. That was small.
Well, I've been, for a lot of the stuff, I've been totally priced out with the, what was the Mandalorian ship that got blown up?
The Razor
Crest. And then there was, there's several of them lately. I thought, okay, I'm not going to buy all the Star Wars sets, but I'll buy the UCS sets. Now I'm like,
it's hard to even do that. Well, I could see if you're Lego, you almost got to have. You're going to almost have to always have something in stock as Star Wars related, right? You got to keep that. Yeah. And I could see where, an X-wing is pretty.
I could see him doing that. It's not like they run out of ideas. It's kind of like the Millennium Falcon. There's a collector's market out there. People who want it and. They didn't get the one 15 years ago.
Yeah. And I'm fine with them bringing stuff back. It's been 23 years and it's only 3 of the big ones.
Yeah.
But so when I've said this many times, I started collecting Star Wars. I said, I'm going to buy every set.
Right.
99, 2000, 2001. I bought every Star Wars set that came out. By 2002, I was like, I can't keep this. I can't keep it up. And so I missed out on like Cloud City and things. And so then I said, okay, I'm going to just limit it to certain things. So I'm going to buy UCS sets. I'm going to buy X-Wings and things with Yoda in them. And maybe a few other things that I see that I like. So Star Wars is the thing that I have the most sets of, believe it or not. If you take out collectible minifigures.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm getting
Star Wars fatigue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess it's good for the new people coming into it. So I guess I don't want to say it's a bad thing.
That's the thing, right? We are,
because I think I have the advantage of being old that I got stuff that people that are new to the hobby, they're just like, oh, I wish I could have got that set when it was out. And they can't because it's cost prohibitive. I found a Gungan sub in my basement the other day, sealed. The Princess Amidala, and it's like $200 and something now.
Woo!
And I'm like, this was just a cheap set back in the day.
Right.
What happened?
She never got released anything else.
So did you part it out to list?
I'm thinking about if I sell it, I think I will part it out.
If I was gonna do that, I would list the Queen Amidala on eBay, and I would just because you'll that thing might sit in your Bricklink store for $200 for.
Well, the cheapest is $200 on Bricklink right now.
But you look on eBay, you could probably sell it for $200 on one listing. You know.
I'm going to look at that. I don't know how to spell Amidala.
Ask me. With an A.
Princess. Come on, auto spell thing. Oh, great. I don't know how to spell it.
Yeah, I don't either. Don't ask me.
Let's see.
I have a hard enough time with English, let alone space movie name.
Yeah, it's SW037.
Ah.
They're like 200 and 210 on eBay.
I'm telling you that it since Whatnot started when COVID at the right time, right after COVID, right? And it is just it's Star Wars figs are through the moon.
Yeah, so that's what. So back to what I was saying before. Then it's like, I got some of the older sets. I don't have some of the. I mean, like I said, I don't have Cloud City, but it's just crazy what some of these things are worth.
You probably have the one with the Captain Rex in it.
No, the valuable Captain Rex. I don't think I have it. Because see, this is the thing. I wasn't into like Clone Wars.
Right.
So I missed a lot of the Clone Wars sets, and some of those figures are some of the most valuable.
I would have thought you had it because that's back when you were buying everything on clearance.
Yeah, I may have had it and sold it.
Already sold them, right?
Yeah. Back when because like the Mandalorians, I had hundreds of Mandalorian figures. I probably sold them for like $4, and now they're worth probably a lot more now.
Right. Yeah. Are you still watching The Mandalorian? Any of you?
Yeah, it's funny because
I'm kind of starting to get fatigued on it. It's kind of like they're just grasping for straws to keep it going.
Yeah.
There's a long play here in the current Mandalorian. I'm not sure what exactly they're going for.
I haven't been bored. I haven't been like. There's shows like I'm trying to finish Stargirl, and it's gotten so bad I can't even finish it. The only reason I watch is because it's filmed down here where I work all the time.
Right.
And but Mandalorian, I made the mistake of watching some Star Wars fans talk about the Mandalorian, and there's like they didn't like it, and I'm like, okay, I can understand if it's kind of slow for you. Maybe it's not the pace that you're used to, but I've actually enjoyed it.
I like it. Yeah, we watch it every week.
Yeah, we do too. Me and my wife watch it every week.
Yeah,
but it's kind of like it's kind of like they're like you said. There's a long play to it.
And so things that you say. What was the point? You're like, what was the point of this episode? I can see you thinking that, but then like as they go along, then you're like, oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
But it's like
I like that.
It's like they're saying, okay, what are we going to do this week? I know. Let's have this guy kidnap this kid, and we'll spend the whole episode rescuing him. Okay.
Right, yeah. But then that has all played in later. It's just like when he went back to Mandalore and lost the sword, and Katie Sackhoff picked it up.
Spoiler alert.
I don't care. that 3 episodes later, you get the conclusion of like why they did that. It's like,
yeah. I thought that when it happened, and that's like, well, I guess I was like,
but he picked it up. I did too. I thought when she had it, it was over. Oh, she got it back because he sucked and she won.
Yeah.
But then it took them 3 episodes to get there.
Yeah.
But again, I didn't think it was. I don't know. It's almost like they're trying to. What did they used to do? They call that the old serials, like the Buck Rogers serials and stuff. They're trying to pull that.
Well, you got to realize too, they're doing this in a TikTok generation.
Yes.
So it's kind of refreshing to me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. Earl, we're about an hour in.
Was this a Star Wars podcast?
I don't know.
Oh, look, get to the comments, but these are my 2. This is this one is a bag of 1x1s.
Okay.
That it was in I got to ask my son when he's out of town right now, but I want to ask him what set, because he built something and it ended up having this left over, and then I was parting out the Lone Ranger, the Tonto one with the TPs.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
This bag was in one of them.
So I parted out. What did I part out?
And there's only 2. There's only 2 tan. Only supposed to be 2 tan plates. 2x4 plates in the set. Yeah. So one of the sets had 6 of them. So these are extra parts.
These are just the extra parts. Okay.
They were thrown into. They were in it was in one set, but not the other.
These were sealed sets.
Yeah, sealed sets that I opened. Yes.
Okay, I got you.
And these were extra, and they're not listed in the list of extra parts.
I got you.
Yeah, so it's like this bag. Like, why is it just?
It was free. It was
yes, these are free parts. Yeah. So I'm gonna start collecting these because there's 2 I've gotten now.
That's crazy.
They don't have anything to do with the build.
That is crazy because you got one and Jacob got one, and they're rare. So, it's a rare find.
Yeah. So this is something I think about. If occasionally you get extra parts that aren't the extra parts,
right?
Like every set has known extra parts.
Yeah.
But if you get something like this where it's beyond that, don't you also have the other extreme?
Whoa, yeah. Somebody got
shorted parts.
Yeah. That looks to me like an automation problem, right?
Yeah, it's like the bags, somehow the other parts ran out and it just put the 2x4s and sealed it up.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, somebody out there's missing a bunch of parts. Oh well.
Okay, Raker 1 million. I think I'm the 12-volt user.
Yes, you are.
Around 26 minutes. Nice to know my channel has made it up to your podcast. The layouts are indeed a project. There's a lot of cable management that goes into setting one up. Been busy with school lately, so I haven't had time for much 12-volt. I don't break the parts except occasionally a sleeper clip, but I have extra sleepers so they can be used with broken clips.
Yeah.
That wire maintenance.
Yeah.
So it's I will never want to go back to the days of being in school, but I never realized how much free time I had when I was in school compared to when I working and have a family. But the stress of being in school and not knowing what you're going to do, and then not downplaying what he has done by any means, but it's check out Wrecker 1 million since we didn't give him a proper shout out in the last video. He's got some very interesting 12-volt videos.
Right.
I did get him. Go ahead.
I did get him a card though.
Okay.
BrickTsar said I should have skipped that English class in 1987. Jason's Bricks, you guys should start a second podcast and call it Old Guys New Tech. Love it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's battery powered bricks for sure.
Yeah.
Well, he's not old.
Yeah.
No.
Tony Montana, I've been waiting all week for my favorite podcast. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Mayo says this has been Mayo said at the 10-minute mark. This has been English class with Joseph Olson circa 1987. I'm listening to this while writing script for an April Fool's spoof of the top 5 reasons you should buy Lepin. Legitimately my favorite live stream Jabo ever did.
I think I privated that video.
Did you?
Did
or
you?
unlisted. I unlisted it or something. Yeah.
It got a bunch of views, didn't it?
Yeah, yes, it got a lot of views. It got put on a Leppin website to promote Leppin, and I was in the quandary of getting hate from both people that loved Leppin and people that hated Leppin. I'm like, how do you do this? How do you make everybody mad?
That wasn't a live stream, though, was it?
It was a live stream,
It
it was horrible quality.
What didn't you do another one where you complained about Leppin and then they put that one on the Leppin website too?
No, I think that was the video. I think the live stream got put on there.
Okay,
maybe you're right. No, you might. I have to.
I thought the one that got on the Leppin was the one where you was telling all the reasons why Leppin was garbage and.
Yeah, that was the live stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
BrickTrain fan. Man, you got.
Oh yeah, he bought from my store, I think.
He's definitely a fan of BrickTrains.
Yeah, but he says he's a fan of BrickTrains, not Joey. But he likes Joey.
Another excellent podcast. I agree with Jabo. The 12-volt system have the feel of a model railroad. One can interact with all the remote control. Possibilities make Lego 12-volt very enjoyable. Indeed, the 12-volt track is a bit finicky. Not just laying it out, but making any changes near impossible. I love 7740, an iconic Lego train. I got most of my 12-volt accessories as a sealed box sets. I buy all the trains with complete boxes, and I have bought one or two sealed sets. Nothing like opening a 40-year-old sealed set, putting it together and watch it run. Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, I don't think I would have the heart to open if I had a set that old sealed. I don't think I could do it. It's like driving the car off the lot.
Gonna lose all its value as soon as you crack the seals.
I can't pronounce Aaron's last name, but Aaron says, "Thanks for the podcast. Happy to hear your view on the pirate set. I'm so salty over it. I got scammed by someone over one."
Oh no!
It's the only theme I want all of the sets of the Lego house ones, but this one shouldn't be location exclusive. The minifig has been part of Lego system for play for decades. All they want to achieve is ramp up visitor numbers in the house and Finland's local economy.
Yeah, I'm probably going to help them.
Yeah.
So the guy I bought from his store, I will recommend him. Let me see what his store is.
It's crazy that your box came in worse shape than the boxes from Roanoke, but yet the set was perfect, and the sets inside the Roanoke could be all.
So I don't think I commented on it in the video because I was like, because I was thinking, I hope this thing isn't smashed. Maybe, but yeah, because it got mutilated, and so the seller is Fav. It must be a Brett Favre fan, Favrskov. So he left a comment on Bricklink that he watched the video.
Oh, really?
And he was glad that he said he was glad that it arrived in good condition, despite the box looking like it was all smashed up. So I was like, I got to keep him in mind. So the next time there's an exclusive, I'm going to look at his store.
Is he over there?
He's in Netherlands, I think.
Yeah.
I wonder how
his shipping was reasonable compared to others. No, he's in Denmark. He's in Denmark.
I wonder how long they sit on the shelves over there. Like if you could go in, it's exclusive to the Lego house, so you could go in. They probably limit how many you can buy, but it never runs out, right?
Yeah, they just get more. It might be they might sell out for a week, and then the truck comes. Because like I went to the store. Oh, dang it! I was supposed to go today, so I went yesterday, and they didn't have, of course, all the Indiana Jones sets sold out. But they were getting a truck today, the day that we're filming this, and I was like, I don't know if I can get back over there.
Sorry,
but it's probably the same thing with those pirate sets. They probably have 100 of them because it's the only place they sell them.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, then maybe the inventory gets low sometimes.
But it's just like those Indiana Jones sets. everybody had to have them day one, at midnight. But
there'll be more.
They're not going anywhere.
No.
They're
going to be there for a while. Well, they're going to be there at least until the movie comes out.
As long as there's not a flaw in one of them.
Yeah.
Because this is how we missed one of the Jurassic Park sets or Jurassic World. They didn't, after the first wave, they didn't make any more.
Right.
Beats, breaks, and bricks. The Temple of Room, it said, is the one I most likely get. Speaking of Indiana Jones, I wonder if they're still worried about Malarum and the beating heart, parents, etc., etc. You know what? I wonder if they had that fig in that set and they canceled the whole set because of that fig.
I think after 40 years they would know what the movie's about.
You would think. But maybe they're just people like us don't think nothing about it. They made the set, and then when they went to their focus groups, isn't this the guy who pulled somebody's heart out of his chest? Oh yeah, we can't. You're right. And said they didn't release the set yet, so they didn't have to send out the disclaimer.
Right.
The apology, the recall. They just, well, I guess we're just not going to produce this set because we can't make the set without the minifig.
Well, I'd read one somebody's post about it, and they thought it was because I guess the Indiana Jones movies now kind of catch a lot of crap about the Indian culture, and they're not very respectful of the Indian culture, and that's maybe why.
When he says Indians, you're talking about the actual Indians from India.
Right.
India, yeah.
Not Indiana Jones. He's from your neck of the woods.
India. Yeah. So
I don't know. Maybe one day we'll know.
No, we won't. Legos never say for real. Why?
Lego, my James, I'm working on a Star Wars build for a convention, and I worry about the same thing of bringing it to the convention. I'll have to add the space boxcar to my list for the trains.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You can't have a complete train collection if you don't have the space boxcar.
That's right.
So again, James, that's another person that, like Riker 1 million, that got into a hobby that was before his generation, and he's doing quite well in catching up.
Yes. Yes, he is. He's got some work to catch up, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but he does have some of the good ones, though.
He's got some of the good 9-volt trains. Yeah.
He's doing a good job, yeah.
SG, just playing with along and sorting my Lego. I also already ordered extra curves for my monorail straights, are just too expensive. And is Dakota still listening?
Is Mama post if he is? I'm sure they are.
Also, I don't mind the flex track and the layout. You can add a plate to lock it in and get extra straight out of 4 flex. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I am completely fine with other people liking it.
Yeah. Oh, and he's from Belgium, by the way. We have listeners from all over the globe.
Yeah. We do. We're multinational.
Dude Jude says, in Brian, great episode, no homework. Yeah, we got to give up. What's the homework assignment today? What's the word of the day? The word of the day is X-Wing. Find a way to use X-Wing in a sentence. Leave us a comment.
X-Wing in a sentence.
Yeah, I watched. You ever watch? What is it? It's Lazy Chris or Half Asleep Chris. You ever watch his videos?
I don't guess so. No.
He's pretty good. Probably it's not all Lego, but probably every third video he does. So he did a video where he built 100 Lego sets. So his last video, he built 150 Lego sets in 24 hours, but he did 150 poly bags.
Oh.
So when he got to the Star Wars theme, he says he doesn't know much about Star Wars, but he learned there's a lot of ships, and there was like the AT, the ATE, the ADDT. I mean, he just kept going on and on with the alphabets. It was so crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chris Cummings, I'm wondering if set 7701, the Temple of Doom was canceled because it has what appears to be a crashing roller coaster play feature. It would be smarter to Lego to give up more track to create a full circle. In the movie, the car stops suddenly, it tips, and they're thrown over a cliff. If I remember correctly from watching this at the scene on YouTube, just thinking out loud. That's again, who knows why it was canceled.
Yeah.
And no more parachutes.
No.
Dr. Jones. Gears and Bricks, thanks for answering my questions at the hour 24 mark. Now I'm even more curious about the manufacturing process of 50 by 50 base plates. Were they punched on a die or rolled out from a massive roll, then cut to squares, or simply injection molded like most bricks? Injection molding would make most sense to me. I know this is the last one. I know the last one is dangerous, but what is it worth? Not for sale, Jabo. Thanks, guys. By the way, 50 studs is approximately 400 millimeters or 15.625, whereas a 48 is 384 millimeters or 15.
We were talking about the size of them stuff. I think the 50-50 was the full size. I think they cut some out of that. And my understanding is they were all thermoformed. That there's a machine that will thermoform them. You know, it's not like somebody standing there making one at a time, but they have a automated process. Even back then, an automated process to thermoform.
So does Lego make their base plates now?
I don't think so. I think
like the 32 by 32s that you would see in a modular set.
Right. The flat base plate, I think that is farmed out by somebody else.
Why is that? They make a million different bricks. What's a million and one?
Because the thermal forming process is going to be a completely different. You know, it's one thing to have 500 molding machines that are making some sort of piece, and all the equipment's going to be similar, right? The bagging equipment, the robots that are catching the pieces stuff. The thermoforming process for those plates is going to. It may not even be as automated, maybe more human intensive, but it's just a different process. We make where I work, we make sheet and film out of Lexan. But we don't make nothing else. And other people are like, why don't you make this? Why don't you make that? And because we're not set up to make that, and it's not something we're good at, right? We make sheet and film. That's what we make. So, but I think that's the same thing. It's just another.
You'd have to have it. It's just a different type of equipment. You'd have it's one thing to have the molding machines where you can have small elements, but yeah.
If your experience, your engineer's experience, your operator's experience is all in molding machines, now you got the equipment expense and the training expense. Yeah. And I think it goes way back in the very beginning. I don't know that like Samsonite and Lego made them back then. I mean, Samsonite might have. I don't know. But because Samsonite was making other toys at the time. They made their own toys. So they had... out there in Loveland, Colorado, they had a huge facility for manufacturing. So it's possible they were making those 50 by 50s and then cutting them down.
Yeah.
Battery powered bricks. Brian says, don't overthink MMK. It's just an acronym. It just means okay. So why isn't it just O and K? Why is it MMK?
So you know where OK comes from. Don't look it up.
Okay.
It was a nonsense, highfalutin way of talking that some people came up with a couple hundred. I can't. It's like in 1800s, I think, and they came up with these terms, and all's K or something was something they did, and it became okay, and so now it's like one of the most common words used. Outside of the, and it's like it was just a nonsense word that some club made that caught on.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a meme too, isn't it?
He says also may want to see a doctor about that rash. I don't remember what that was for.
Don't know either.
Brian, you're going to have to tell us what that was about.
Yeah.
3 channels come to mind for me when it comes to 12-volt trains. I think the channel you were trying to think of is Wrecker 1 Million. It sure was.
It was.
He has videos of 12-volt layouts, set reviews, repair tutorials, and haul videos. That's where most of my knowledge of 12 trains comes from. As you mentioned, Almighty Aaron made an amazing 12-volt layout city a couple years back. Another channel is simply called Lego 12-volt Trains.
I remember Lego 12-volt
Who
trains.
also does large city layouts. Trains sure is fun. No, they're not, Brian. Trains are fun. Chris Cummings, when the old Dominion truck pulls up to Joey's house, sold. I believe that's the only way to get those shelves delivered, and you'll probably get a free pallet.
Yeah.
Have you ordered them yet? They're probably still available.
Are they really?
I haven't looked.
Where were they at? Because I'm getting ready to go to Nashville.
I think it was. So I'm in Hammond. I think it said Denham Springs. Denham Springs is between me and Baton Rouge.
Still pretty far down there.
No.
Nah.
Are you going to Brick World?
We have never decided, but we were leaning against it. But if you're,
I'm not going. We were looking at the calendar. I'm not going to be able to go. It's in June.
Yeah, it's always around Father's Day, but yeah, our Dan, the dancing man, the puppet, he's going to go and present. He was one of our first guests. Oh, your name escapes me.
It's
yeah. Him. He's going to go to last I heard, I haven't heard from him for a while, but I got him in touch with the guys at Brick World, and he was going to actually put on a lecture, whatever kind of thing. So I feel bad that we're not going to go, but we just got other things to do, and it's just not working out for us. I mean, I could make the time, but we would be in a hurry.
Maybe he'll plug us in his presentation.
I think if we were there, he'd pull us on stage just for support. But he's a pretty outspoken guy. I have no worries that he will do fine. So
Okay, Gears and Brick says yellow on top of blue, but that makes green. Now Joey's comments make sense. Yellow and blue, that's one color. Sin Killer Tachikawa, I may be labeled as a heretic, but I feel like a heretic. I never heard that word. I don't know what that is. Sorry, I don't know what that word is. It's over my pay scale. But I feel like using ally for road plates may be defendable. You can still get every color, including town green, and from what I have seen, they do a pretty good job of matching the stripe patterns. Are they knockoffs? Yeah, but quality should be good enough when it's just a base, and they don't have Lego on the studs. So there's no mistaking it's genuine. So I have a comment on that because I bought some of the base plates from the Dollar Tree, and I built my sim complex on them.
Mm-hmm.
And when you cover the whole base plate, nobody's going to know. But the clutch power is actually really good on them.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a possibility that the company that's making those are also making it
for Lego.
I don't know, but if you go to Dollar Tree, they're $1.25, and they have them in like 4 colors. So why not?
Why?
Especially if you were going to do like instead of taking the modulars and put them on Mills plates, if you're using the new roads and you want to just put a base plate under your modular that's already on a base plate to give it a little height, why not?
Yep. Yeah.
So to help you understand what a heretic is.
Yeah, what is that?
It's a person that uses third-party base plates. No, it's a person that holds an opinion that's at odds with what is commonly accepted.
Oh.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having that.
Okay, I learned a new word. Today's homework assignment. The word of the day
is heretic. Are you a Lego heretic?
Are you a Lego heretic?
So it's you have Lego purist. There are people that think they are purists, but I don't think one actually exists. No. I think everybody uses something that's not Lego at some point for something.
Or they say Legos.
Oh yeah, even Samsonite did it.
Job data, job data. Have you tried turning it off and on?
Or is it Job Data?
Have you tried turning it off and on again? That Discord stuff was funny.
Yeah, we clearly don't know what we're doing.
Still don't.
Yeah, my wife today, we went to Sonic and she just ordered a slush, and for whatever reason it wouldn't take her payment. And I said, "Didn't you get a new card?" She said, "Oh yeah." So then we went. You know, when you go to Sonic, you put the number of the stall in.
Yep.
Do you have a Sonic, Joey?
No, but the big city down the street does.
So she
just
did
got
that.
30 minutes.
The first time I ever seen it, it said it brought her name up on the board, and then it said it was like disconnected. And I had never seen that before, or disabled or something. And I looked over at her, and it basically timed out on her phone, but she had already paid for it. And the ladies, they still brought her order, but so there she is. She turns her phone off because she thought it was a problem with her phone, and she's like, "How do I turn this phone back on?"
Yep.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Jabbo getting called to drive 40 miles to hit that button.
Push the button.
Yeah. That was my weekend. I drove an hour and a half one way to push a button twice. I did 2 different places.
So on the one hand, you gotta think, be really aggravated, but on the other hand, you gotta walk out of there.
Oh man, I am so happy when that's what the trouble is.
On the other hand, you gotta walk out of there and say, "Man, that was easy."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I take the easiest, and yes, I will never complain. I mean, yeah, it's a 3-hour day just to go push a button, but I get paid for all of it, so don't worry about it. But yeah.
So do you troubleshoot over the phone before you get
I try
there?
to. So it's funny because so what happened, they had a power blink, and anybody knows what a UPS is. It's not the people that deliver your package.
No, Brian's not here. Just keep
it's an uninterruptible power supply. And so it's a battery backup. So like if your power blinks, your computer doesn't shut down. Because that's, unlike in Mission Impossible, like your computer shut down, it's going to take it a while to come back on.
Right.
All right. Or you'll lose whatever you're on. So we have these battery backups basically. So if the power goes off, the computer doesn't shut down, and they can keep the call up. And when the power comes back on, they're still on. Well, the batteries died. So when the power blinked, everything shut down. They turned everything back on, but the UPS was going beep, beep, beep. So I called and I said, try pushing the button on this. She said, "I can't reach it. I can't find it." And she thought it was something else, because when I got there, she said, "I can't. Yeah, it was under here, and I don't know where it is." And it's like, that's it. You're looking right at it. That's it. It's like I just pushed the mute button. There's a little button that says mute, and I just pushed it. And I said, "I'll have to go get you some batteries." But it was the weekend. I said, I'm not going to get the batteries today, but we'll get you some batteries. But yeah, that was just to push a button.
The weekend, that's overtime too.
Yeah.
So are you on call, or is it just like your?
Yeah, I was on call. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny, some of the troubles. I should just do a podcast talking about the types of problems I run into. So like when I watch Brian's video where he's troubleshooting something, that's like the complicated stuff, like where you're getting into loading an operating system and trying to figure out why something's not working. I mean, I get into those troubles where I had one that spent like several months trying to troubleshoot. So yeah, you go from the pushing a button to many months trying to fix something. So I don't want to get into all that, because I know we don't.
A long time ago, we had IBM registers, and this was before cell phones. I know it's hard to believe, or cell phones weren't abundant. So we had this technician, and this guy would he would come to the store, and he would look at the problem, and then he would go call the help desk. And he didn't have no cell phone, so he would be at the customer service desk. He would call the help desk or his people,
Right.
And they would tell him what, and then he'd go back to the register and he'd start messing with stuff, and then he'd go back to the phone, and he'd be back. And I'm telling you, he would be there sometimes for an hour, and it's like, well, I could have called those people.
Right, yeah.
I don't know what you're doing for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so you know how? Wait, see, which side's this thing on? I got a microphone right here. So, like, I'm not using this. That's not the microphone. That's the microphone.
Right.
So, call takers will have headsets on a lot of times with a microphone right here. They're like this, and they're like, the callers are saying they can't hear me. I literally, one time I said, is your microphone in front of your mouth? And she said, yes. I walk in the door, it's like this. I'm like, I said, your microphone's up there. It needs to be on here. She said, well, I don't like it in front of my face.
That's why they can't hear you.
That's why they can't hear. That's exactly what I said. I said, and I can't fix it. And I said, I am not coming back for that.
One more. Beats, Breaks, and Bricks also says, loves our work, but see if you can sit through the last 5 or 10 minutes of the video. Old guys technology helped. A bit painful.
Yeah, that could be a segment there.
We agree. Sure. I think we actually made a comment about that while we were doing it.
Yeah.
Kind of like, but it was just like everything else. Unscripted, real world, get what you get.
It's us. You get what you get. That's exactly right.
They used to say that in my kids were in school. You get what you get, and you don't pitch a fit.
There you go.
But so, we pitch fits.
Yeah. So,
all right.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all.
All right, we can get Joey out of here tonight.
Yes. We apologize for the short one this week, guys, but Joey has to go to work.
Maybe that should make people happy. I don't.
It might make some people happy.
That's going to make them wanting more. Leave them wanting more.
Yeah.
Leave them wanting more.
Yes.
So,
well, let's get out of here.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Are you a Lego heretic? If you don't like X-Wings, you are. So be sure to join our Discord server if we can figure out how to let you in. And we'll be back in a couple of weeks with another one of these A F.o.O.L podcasts. See you guys.
See you guys.